Pastor Lauren here, and today we are kicking off our summer series on people Jesus met. We are going to be studying Luke's account of Jesus engaging with Mary and Martha at their home. Well, I don't know about you guys, but our family, when I was growing up, loved to host holidays and barbecues, and I just remember my parents always working tirelessly to prepare the house for guests coming. This is the same mindset that Martha had when Jesus paid Martha and her sister Mary a visit. We're going to be studying in the book of Luke, chapter 10. So you want to grab your Bibles and open up with me to Luke 10. Right here, Luke is telling us about this encounter of Jesus with Mary and Martha. Right before, the first 10 chapters of Luke are all about Jesus building his ministry and his reputation as he has been healing people and performing miracles, feeding 5,000 people with a few loaves and fish, and just beginning to make a name for himself and gathering these followers with him. So as Jesus is going into the village of Bethany, he stops at Mary and Martha's house, and he decides to have dinner with them along with his disciples. Martha wanted everything to be perfect for her guests. So right in Luke 10:40, it says, "But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made." We're not quite sure what those preparations were, but we can kind of guess they probably involved cleaning and baking and washing the dishes and wiping the table down. All the while Martha is cleaning, Mary is sitting right at Jesus' feet, absorbing every single word he is saying. See, when Jesus was speaking, everyone was curious, and everyone wanted to listen intently to what he was going to say next. And so as Mary's sitting there, Martha, again, is cleaning and dusting and vacuuming and all of those things, trying to be a good hostess. Well, eventually Martha gets frustrated, and she looks right at Jesus and says this, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me." And Martha kind of had a point. I mean, no one was going to argue that Martha wasn't working hard and Mary was just sitting there. But then Jesus drops this truth bomb on Martha, and this is what he says, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken from her." Jesus wasn't saying that working is bad or that we shouldn't work at all. What Jesus was saying is that we have to prioritize when we should work and when we should pause and just spend time with him. I love this story because Jesus is gracious with Martha. He doesn't blame her for working hard. He just reminds her in his gentle, sweet way that what she is doing is not the best thing at the moment. What she is doing should be put aside so that she can sit at his feet and listen to his precious words. That is the same thing that he asks of us. So many times we get caught up in the distractions and the busyness of life. Other times we choose to use video games or movies to relax and unwind. And while those things aren't bad things, what Jesus wants from us is our attention and our time and our focus on him, and to bring him along with all of the things that we do during the day. After Jesus spoke these words to Martha, we're not exactly sure what happened next. We're not sure if Martha stopped what she was doing and came and sat down by her sister. We don't know if she ignored Jesus and continued to clean and prep the room. But we want to ask you today, what would you do if Jesus was asking you to spend time with him? What would your response be? Would you want to sit at his feet and listen closely, or would you want to be so distracted and busy doing other things that you think are more important? Often we stay busy doing things that Jesus never asked us to do. So we need to ask ourselves, is this something that Jesus would want us to do right now? And I can promise you, nothing is more important than spending time with Jesus. So as we begin our summer series, We wanted to start with this story because it sort of sets the framework for what we are going to be talking about this summer, which is focusing on Jesus. We want you guys watching this video to be spending time with Jesus during your day, during your week, during your whole entire summer. So how do you do that? How do you make time to break away from all the distractions, from breaking away from everything that is trying to get your attention and grab your attention and focus in on Jesus? So we want to give you guys some tools and some ways that you can spend time with Jesus this summer. The first way is just to simply pray. Pray to Him, focus on Him, allow Him to speak to you. Our memory verse for this week is actually about prayer. It's from Colossians 4:2, and it says this: "Devote yourselves to prayer. Be watchful and thankful." Devote means be continually, intentionally focused on praying. Devotion means that you are going to do it every single day. So devote yourselves to praying, to spending time talking with Jesus. He wants to hear from you, and He has things that He wants to share with you just as much as He wanted to share with Martha that day at her home. I also love spending time worshiping Jesus with music. So on our website, you can find a link to our playlist with incredible songs that will make you want to dance, to worship, to play in the vehicle or wherever it is you guys are today, and just lift your hands and worship Jesus with whoever is with you. Another way that you can spend time focused on Jesus this summer is by journaling. Maybe you have a journal where you're writing down things you're grateful for every single day. Those are awesome ways that you can be spending time intentionally with Jesus this summer. A great way to start is actually an activity that we're going to do with the kids on Sunday, and it's called our 9 to 9 activity. So we take into account sleeping in, since of course it is summer, but what we're going to do is you're going to make basically a clock, but the kids ministry version of a clock, where you're going to start at the top with number 9, and you're going to go to 12, representing 12 p.m. or lunchtime, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and then you'll be back up to 9 p.m. So the 9 to 9 activity is a cool way where you can divide up your day into all of these little pie shapes, and then you can color the pie shapes to represent what you're going to do during the day. So I completed mine for you, which is right here. So green represents when we normally eat. So from 9 to 10 we eat breakfast, lunchtime, a snack, and then dinner. The blue represents playing outside. The red represents spending time with my family or helping with chores, doing something together with my family. The gray represents the time that we're getting ready for bed. And the yellow represents time that I want to spend with Jesus, that I want to put away all the distractions of the day and be in prayer, be journaling, be worshiping, having a worship dance party in our living room. These are the times that I want to spend having time with Jesus. So if you want to make something like this really helps you stay on track and helps you to stay focused on your time with Him. Well, that wraps up our lesson for today on People Jesus Met. I hope that you guys enjoyed the story of Mary and Martha and that you got something from it. Make sure to check out our weekly challenge, which is posted on our website. That's where you can get instructions to the 9 to 9 activity and the Bible verse to memorize and anything else that we're going to be doing together. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and we can't wait to see you next Sunday.